President Sir to formally welcome our speaker with few words. Yeah, over to you, sir. Can you please take the mic? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kogel. Am I audible to all?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, good evening, everybody. Today, we are having a nice time. So, as a part of our academic talk series, today we have one speaker, Dr. Jivan Kumar Singh Kuraijam. He's a senior scientist at the National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow. So, on behalf of PIMSA and at my capacity as Honorary President PIMSA, welcome each and everybody, all the senior respected members of PIMSA, and then other participants, particularly our young research scholars joining from different parts of the country. In fact, it's a very, joyful or happy days coming for us, and particularly the main objective of PIMSA, which are mainly dedicating for the upliftment of the scientific spirits of our Manipuri communities. So in line with that, now we are more focusing on this academic talk series. So I will not take much time. So I welcome each and everybody, and I am very sure that today's talk will have different dimensions with respect to the other aspects of in terms of flora fauna of the such an abundant risk availability in our particularly in our motherland Manipur. So again, I welcome each and everybody, and particularly our distinguished speaker, Dr. Jivan Kumar. So now I pass on the mic to the next to start the next section of the program. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to request our senior IMSA member and also Joint Secretary for Documentation, Dr. Melody Khetrimayu, to give a brief introduction or speaker to our audience. Please take your mic. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Hogan. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce today's expert speaker, Dr. Khuraizam Jiban Kumar Singh. Dr. Khuraizam Jiban Kumar is a senior scientist at the CSIR, National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow. He has completed his PhD in botany from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, New Delhi in 2014. He has been a fellow of Linnean Society and a recipient of Dr. A.P. Das Biodiversity Medal. His areas of expertise are plant taxonomy, floristic studies, evolution and diversification of gymnosperms, and conservation biology. He has been working on the taxonomy and conservation of Indian cycas, a plant called yandang in Manipuri, for more than a decade to solve taxonomic problems and to discover cycad populations, to study phylogeny, population ecology, and their conservation. His study in Eastern Ghats was a major breakthrough in solving the taxonomic puzzle of cycas of northern Eastern Ghats, resulting in the discovery of a new species besides a new combination and new subsection of cycas. He has published more than 60 papers and have edited 3 books on plant taxonomy and conservation. Today he'll speak on the topic Manipur native plants, diversity, uses, and threats. We warmly welcome Dr. Khuraizam to the talk series and look forward to his resourceful talk and discussion. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Melody, for giving us a very brief introduction about the speaker. But before going to the speaker, I would like to request all of you, all the audience, to kindly mute your mic while the talk has started. And if you have any questions, you may please raise your hand and then ask it after the talk is over. Or if you want to ask to written, and you can drop your message through our chat box. So this is my humble request to all of you. And I hope I will not take much time and I will hand over the mic to our speaker, guest speaker, Dr. Khuraisam Jivan Kumar. And the stage is for you, sir, and please take your mic. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much, Khoge. And thank you so much, Dr. Melody, for introducing me. And I would also like to thank our President, Ranjan sir, and all the uh, executive members, all the participants of this science and academic talk being organized by BIMSA. I'd like to thank everyone for giving me a chance to speak about something which I love and something which I care. Being a botanist, being with the plant is a dream, and everyone who have an interest in their own field, I think talking about that plant, talking about that group of whichever maybe chemistry, physics, whichever subject you like. So it's just like a dream for me to talk on this topic because I have been giving lectures in many colleges. Even though I'm not invited, I always used to go to Imphal College, Dane College to give lecture on the plants. So this is an opportunity for me also to talk on this particular topic to all the scientists, students uh, about my beloved state, Manipur. Before starting, I would like to thank the people who have associated with me, my students, the foresters, the conservators, all those who have helped me in my work in Manipur. Because I have traveled almost all the districts of Manipur and I know the situation, what's going on long way before it happened. Because I have been a very, what to say, extensive field worker in the different parts of the state. The situations were very volatile. So now we are able to see what's going on there. So my topic is on the Manipur native plants, diversity, uses, and threats. I know that most of the work in regarding the Manipur are being done in colleges like Imphal College, Dame College, Manipur University. I studied my BSc from Imphal College. So during that time, people of our state were more focused on the subject like genetics, plant pathology, and other fields. But what I saw and what I, after many years of my research on working in different parts of the country as well as in my hometown, so I have got what to say when we compare with other states, like in the Western Ghats or whether maybe Eastern Ghats or the other Western Himalayas or Eastern Himalayas. Though we belong to the Indo-Myanmar biodiversity hotspot, we are focusing very less in our home state. So I think the academicians, as well as scientists of the state, as well as from different parts of the country, they should start exploring these very, what is say, we call it the jewel of India. But I think there are many more jewels to be explored. So just saying the jewel of India is not enough. So we need to go and explore. And that is very, if you go inside, you will be very interesting. So I will share my slide with this. Can you see Romy? Hogan?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
clear.
yes, clear.
So this is the beautiful photograph of the plant which I have been working since 2007. This is called Cycas. Uh, Previously, it was known as Cycas pectinata. So after many years of my work, during my PhD work, and after coming here in NBRI, so this plant is now called as Cycas deviedersoni. And Cycas deviedersoni actually is named after Professor Didi Pant, student of the famous Birbal Sahadi, the plant paleobotanist, and who happens to be guru of my PhD guide, Professor Rita Singh. So we named the plant after the famous Professor Divya Darshan Pant. And we have been eating this plant. We have been planting, we have been using this plant as an ornamental plant. We call it yendang. And when I start studying this plant called yendang, I start studying the history of entire Southeast Asia, especially of the Northeast India as well as the Myanmar. This particular plant, group of plant called Cycas, is known as Moindang in Burma. So it's very, very similar. So because of Cycas, I start reading the history of Myanmar. So it is known as Yendang and it is also known as Moindang in Burmese. So I was very lucky. So I even got the chance to do lots of field work in Burma. So so plants can take you to many places. So I would like to encourage all the youngsters here that science is something which there is no any kind of boundary. So this particular plant, they doesn't know anything about the boundary. So they are very happy in their own place. So likewise, we should be happy in whichever place we are. We should not disturb each other. We should be very happy wherever you are. You will be known by whatever you are doing. So it is less like our community, wherever we are happy, we are doing good work. So you just see, this is a beautiful photograph taken by one of my junior who is very active researcher. I know him very well when he was doing his MSc, BSc in Delhi. And he is a very plant. He used to be an explorer, natural, or to say nature explorer. So he used to travel. The Juko Valley is here. You can see the beauty of this place. Can you imagine such a beauty? This is called just like the Valley of Flowers in the Uttarakhand. Is just like that only. It's so beautiful, Juko Valley. So one part, some part of it is in Nagaland, some part is in Manipur. Many new species were discovered. I happens to take these. I have taken lots of people here as a what to say lead of that explorer. So we discovered many new species from this place. So these are some of the national parks in Manipur. The Kebulam Jaw National Park, then Ramsar side we have Loktak Lake, other protected areas like very famous place like Yangopopi, Lokchau, that is in some part of the Chandel district, and Jiri Makru in the Jiribam area, Kailem. These are some part in Churchanpur area, the Tinungai Bird Sanctuary, which is the only bird sanctuary in Manipur. So if you happen to go to Loktak Lake, you will see many lots of birds. So we are very lucky that in the recent time, 2019, this Tinungai Bird Sanctuary has been established. So you can see how we are located. The state is located in the just on the boundary of this uh, Indo-Burma or Indo-Myanmar biodiversity hotspot. And I just like to draw the attention of many policymakers. I know some may be there in this particular lecture. So since we are there in the on the boundary of this biodiversity hotspot, very less work has been done and very less priority has been given. So what we need to do is that we need to do lots of skilling of the youngsters, even the faculty members, even the scientists. We need to give more what to say skilling of their what to say like application of the like project writing or the thought well, whatever you have in your mind like biodiversity assessment, then the diversity assessment, then the bias prospection. We need to come out not confining to the normal academic procedure. So we have to come out. We have to think something different because the country is moving very fast and we are stuck there. So what we need to do is that we need to explore the plant diversity because we are real. If you go to Colombia, if you go to the many other places in Amazon or whichever place you go, where there is lots of biodiversity, people keep on exploring. They keep on coming out with lots of medicines, cosmetics. So many things like value-added products can become out. But if you don't explore, if you keep on, what to say, exploiting the natural resources, nothing will happen because that will bring us disaster like landslides. There are many things will come out. So we need to conserve the biodiversity. So just see how we are located. And if you see this map, uh, you can see the elevations, different elevations. Like if you go to the Assam side, there's low elevation. If you go to the Kabo Valley side, that is the Chin state, the Saigang state in Burma, you can see this, what do you say, elevation. So you just see the Imphal Valley area, which stretch from the Kangpopi till Chuchanpur. Actually, the middle part is actually Imphal Valley. You can see the extents up to the Churchanpur district. So this is the elevation around 700, 800 meter in between. And on the middle, there is a elevation, little bit high elevation, then slope again towards the Burma side and towards the Assam side. So you can see there's lots of variation. If you can see northern, if you go to the northern part like the Siroi or the Sami side, you will see there are lots of, let's say, high mountains there, and you can see lots of diversity there. So if we go and study, then I think we are only confined to the some part of the state, but we need to explore more. Then if you go to the map on the right hand side, you can see this is the vegetation in the year 2001. Actually, we have done this study for some other purpose. You just can see what was the condition, and I think you can compare it now, those who are working or those information that are available on online. And why I'm talking, why this particular area is so important. So you just see whenever we have been studying all these continental drift for many years, you can see the particular India, the Gondwana land, the Indian continent, Indian subcontinent got separated from the Gondwana. Then it merged with the Asia. So during that time, our particular area was formed. And this Meghalaya side actually is part of the peninsular India, and it tussled into the Asian plate. So during that time, Arakan range and all the Himalayan hill range were formed. So this was so important because this particular area, that is during the 65 million years ago. So during that time, this particular event took place, and because of that, there was loss of migration of animals as well as birds, plants, whichever creature which used to be there, they got migrated. And this is such an important place because this is the center of diversity of many species, and many new species were formed during that time. So Manipur lies here in this particular area. So it is very important if you go and study the evolution of plants, then the diversity of plants, and lots of endemisms are there. The users see the beauty of the state. We have a diverse ecosystem ranging from wetlands, forest to hill terrains. Then we attract many botanists, like many botanists, many what to say, nature lovers had come to this place to explore the beauty of this of Manipur. If you go to the Loktak Lake, you will see lots of fundis, floating houses, floating land masses, and on which you can see the Sangai deer, the dancing deer of Manipur. So it is so beautiful, so unique. And if you go to the hills, you will see the state bird Nongin there. So likewise, many birds, animals are there. But the thing is that in the course of time, we lost many species, then many got extinct. So this was the first explorer of what to say, vertical exploration of Manipur was taken by Sir George Watt. So this particular person, he came to Manipur, and many new species were described, and many new species were named after him, like rhododendron wattii. Uh, Likewise, many new species were named after him, like Impatiens wattii by the famous Hooker. So these people like Mr. Watt, then the C.B. Clark, you can see that the Kingdon Watt, very famous Kingdon Watt, who discovered the Siroi lily, Lilia McLeany. So this kind of work, what to say, exploration work, have been taken during the year around 1888, 1882 till 1914, like that. But after many years, of such kind of exploration, suddenly all the interests of the state or the outsiders has stopped, or because of the unstable, the armed conflict of the state. So it is now responsibility of the state, of the scientists, responsibility of the people of the country to work for the betterment, for the exploration of the plant diversity of the state. So some of the Indian Alan Kanjilal Dividev, it was I mean he was the, I think, director of BSI. He used to work in the DM college, and after that he used to work in other parts of the country. So these people have worked in Manipur. You can see this is a very famous scientist called Charles Baron Clark, C.V. Clark. He wrote many name of plants on the book called On the Plants of Kohima and Manipur. You can see the plant diversity of India. We have around 4,000 angiosperms, 1,200 medicine plants, then 34 species of edible fungi, and 500 orchids, 55 species of bamboo. I think it is one of the, what do you say, largest collection for any state. So we should be proud of that, and we should be able to utilize, like the people of Tripura, they utilizing the bamboo like anything. So we should be able to utilize bamboo. This is called the golden grass. So you can see the state tree, then the lichens. Some of the people from, I mean, the scientists from NBR are working on the lichens of the state. Then bambusa, then orchids. Then we are famous for the capsicum. We call it umorok. In other parts of the country, they call it bhojalokia. Then some of the bryophytes of the state. We have many bryophyte species. Then we have pteridophytes, and different representative families are here. And we used to have one place called Sangaithel. You know why it is the name called Sangaithel or the Sanakathel? Because there is one particular plant called Equisetum. It is known for the indicator of gold. So during the British time, there was lots of extraction of gold from that place. That's why the name Sanakatel. So it is, you can, after studying the plant diversity of the particular place, even you can know the mineral of the particular area. And these are the gemstones of Manipur. This is my area of interest also. So we work on this group of plants, Cephalotexus, then Pinus cassia, then Texas weliciana, then Nita montanum, Cycas divia darshani. So what we need to do more lots of field work here in Manipur because very less work had been done because of the loss of conflict, loss of the what to say, difficult terrains. Lots of field work are yet to be done. So there may be lots more new species may be discovered in the coming years. And these are some of the angiosperms, like we are known for the Nilambo nucifera, like we have this, we call it thambal, and we have been using for many years. This is the national flower of India. Then we have a curcuma, yipan. We use it for different purposes. Then tharo, which is known as the nymphia. Then dendrobium. Then like that, we have many gingiva species. Recently, many new species have been discovered by the scientists of IBSD, DBT Institute, Institute of Bioresource and Sustainable Development. So we need to have a very good collaboration with all the institutes so that we can work together, so that we can do exploration together. If there's any kind of what to say, technical issues or which can be help, which we can help each other. So many things can come out, and we can do lots of good research as well. And if you go and study about the plants which have been discovered from Manipur, you will really surprise. There are so many new species. There are so many species discovered from Manipur, and they have given a name like Manipurians, Manipuriensis. So like that, many what even water lily is there. Then even the orchid species there, rhododendron there, Hoya Manipuriensis. There is another species called Hoya bella, which was discovered from Manipur. Likewise, is now worldwide famous. Hoya bella was discovered from Manipur. Rosa gigantea was discovered from Manipur. It is so popular in the European countries. So likewise, we should give more, what to say, we should own the plant. Like, many scientists, many researchers have come to Manipur. Like, there is one place called Khayang in Ukrul, which is around 7 days or 5 days walk from Ukrul town. And many people have gone there, like the Britishers have gone there, then the famous King Edward had gone there, and there are lots of species yet to be discovered. So why we are sitting idle? So we need to go there, we need to explore whichever place. Like, for example, I went to Tamelong is a very beautiful place where many new species are yet to be discovered. Even I have seen lots of begonias there, which is a very beautiful plant. They can be used as an ornamental plant. Then Hoya longifolia, which is very popular there in Ukrul. So likewise, many new species can come out, and many plants can be used for different purposes, like floriculture, maybe for medicine, or maybe for the cosmetics. For many purposes, we can use it. But the thing is that only thing we need to go there, and for go, before going there, the conditions should be very ideal for research. So number one, peace should be there. Then after that, there should be the hunger for research. Then you should have a very good basic knowledge. And all the scientists here, we have around 70 modern scientists here in the BIMSA. So all will be there for the youngsters. I mean, we all will help you, will guide you. So you go there, what to say, I have gone to different parts of the state, like Chuchampur I went, Chandil, Kamjong, Ukhrul, Senapati, that's whichever place you name, I have went there. And all through the, what to say, different terrains of the state. Like there is one beautiful plant called Steghorn fern, which is very popular in Thailand, very popular in the tropical America, like in Florida. So these plants, all come out from this forest only, from our own forest only, but we don't care much because during the British time, they have all taken to British. They are very popular there. These plants, even the Shiro lily is very popular there. But, we need to, what to say, we should own them and we should be able to, what to say, we all know that our people are very hardworking people, and we are very enterprising people, and we are very culturally rich. So what we need to do, we just need one click, and that the turning point is very important. So we need to work. So that is the main purpose of this, what to say, BIMSA science and academic talk. So we should able to, what to say, trigger something in you so that you can work. So you can just see another group of plants which have been recently discovered from Manipur, like kurkuma, like Nymphaea, then Oberonia, Dendrobium, Gingivers, even my own, what to say, work, Psychotibia Darshanai, like that. And then our team from IBSD, they have worked and they have discovered many new species. I think I may have missed some here. Many have been discovered by BSI also. I may have missed that. But the thing is that these are the representative of some of the species which have been recently discovered from Manipur. And another very interesting group of what is a place, we call it Fundi, which is the floating what is a landmass. And we need to study this also because lots of work have been done, but still, what I think is that why this particular not on no, anywhere in the world. I think there are around 2-3 places in the world where we have a floating landmass. But if you go and see the Fundi in Manipur, there may be lots of microbes. There may be lots of what to say uh, algae. There may be many more of what to say other small macrophytes which are yet to be discovered or which are yet to be what to say need to study about the symbiotic relation among each other. So research are required because who knows in the near future all this will go because we have been shouting for the conservation of Loktak Lake. But how much we are doing for the research, not only about the conservation of the lake, we need to do at different level, like scientific level. What are the microbes which are responsible for the symbiotic relation? What is the interaction among each other between the plants? We need to study on that. So I think people from different subject field background, we should come together. And this place is so important, so what to say, very unique among all the what to say uh, communities in different part of this of the entire Northeast. The Umang Lai system of Manipur is so unique. While I was doing my MSc in Maharashtra, there is one what to say forest, they call it Devrai, and in Meghalaya they also have. Then in Manipur we call it Umang Lai, and Umang Lai, each and every person, those those who are from our community, Meitei community, they all know it. And we have been following this Umang Lai system for many years. We have been practicing this for many years. We are, what to say, what to say, nature lover, nature, what to say, worshippers. And we have different type of deities. And what is the meaning of Umang Lai? Umang Lai is nothing, it's a sacred forest. So we worship forest, and we have been practicing this culture for many years, many years. And it starts from what to say, even before the Ningthauja dynasty, or before that. Because I belong to a clan called Khanganba. We are Khaba. So we have a different what to say, even the Kangla. Before this Ningthauja dynasty, Kangla used to be the palace, or used to be the Umang Lai of the Khabas. So like this, like that, many all the clans have different their own sacred forests where they worship, and we use different types of plants, like the Khujulekam, or maybe all the flowers are all indigenous. So we have been using these, and some even like many plants we don't pluck on Sunday. We don't go near the plant on Sunday or a particular day. So this kind of cultural significance were there, and we never used to cut the plants in this particular what was a sacred forest. We call it which we call it Umanglai. So they are like in the Langol Lairembi. There is one what to say deity in a hill range called Langol. We call it Langol Lairembi. So in there also we don't touch the plant. So the forests are intact. So this kind of conservation system were there. So we should be very proud of all this culture, and we should preserve this culture, because this is the way how we used to conserve our nature. And another system was there, we call it Uyok. That's every all the tribes of the state, they used to conserve this. Like we have a Kulakpa, or we call it the chief, or maybe the king. uh, they used to have one particular area. They used to conserve this. U means wood, mean the tree. Yok means we have to conserve that one. So they used to conserve that particular what is a forest for some time, and after that they will go for the shifting cultivation. And after around 10-40 years, they will conserve the particular area, and after that they keep on shifting. So likewise, it was a very sustainable way of conservation a long way back. But nowadays, because that kind of culture is now what to say, maybe because of new cultures, or maybe people from different what to say parts of the country, or more from the outside, they are coming, and they don't know much about the beauty of the what to say interlinking linking relationship between different communities. When we want to conserve one particular what to say system, or the rituals, the culture, we need to know in depth, because there's a bonding between the communities. So that kind of community relationship should be there, because in Umang Lai, Laharawa, everyone knows it. There are different communities are involved, not only the Meiteis, many, what to say, Kabui, Tangkul. So likewise, many used to be, what to say, they have a very good relation, and this is a, what to say, Umang Lai system is was a representative of the what we have been practicing for many thousands of years. And coming to the plants, your uses. You can see this one particular, what to say, very popular in Manipur. We call it Singju. We use different type of plants, and these are very significant. And so significant that our forefathers were so much of what to say, they have very good knowledge. When I was studying uh, in my school days, I have done my schools in Saint Joseph School. The famous what to say, Mr. India, my Pak, he happens to be a guru of my father. He was a very famous bodybuilder. Like everyone knows in Manipur, he's a legend in Manipur. So he came there and he gave a lecture on the food habits of Manipur. So he told us that he never eat many what is it protein or the meat or all those things why people are nowadays people of weightlifting or maybe wrestling or maybe other who do all kind of physical activities. He used to eat only the what is a traditional food of traditional vegetables, traditional like whatever we have I have written here like Nelamba nucifera, Urel ferox. Here people in the northern India we call it the makhana. Then comprek, then houtonia. Everyone knows it. All the plants which are listed here, everyone we are eating in Manipur. And if you go and see all the detail, they are so much helpful for our health. And if you go and do all the phytochemical analysis of this plant, you will know that how much we have very good knowledge of all the what to say ingredients required for our body. So this is what the people of the state have been consuming. So it's all come out from the nature. So what we need to do, we need to study plant. What I was just want to say is that we need to explore more. We need to do lots of biochemical studies. We need to know the utility of this plant. Like for example, there's one plant called mukthrubi. Mukthrubi, we call it gentle xylem. The fruit have if you eat the fruit or maybe the seed or something like that, and it gives a sensation on your mouth. And people here they make it into toothpaste. So likewise, like how to near core data can be utilized for many other purpose. So like here is written here, gentle microbe. So you can use that plant. Like a Centella asiatica is very common here in Peru. Then there are many ficus palmata, parkia, very famous parkia. Then the Ikaithabi, Niptonia. So likewise, we can use all these plants for what to say exploring for the value added products. So we learn from our traditional knowledge, whichever people for the IU's formulation, people are all using the traditional what to say knowledge. So we have so much of knowledge. The Meitei, we have the culture of the Meitei community have so much of knowledge, and we can explore that information, and we can come up with lots of valuable products. Like for example, Iromba, like you can see alocasia, hidikian. So likewise, so many plants are there. I will just give them just a list here, nothing much. Then you call it uti because when you have a stomach problem, you can use this one. We have citrus, so lots of things. If you, once upon a time, I count different type of what to say wild vegetables, natural. We don't call it wild vegetables. We call it indigenous vegetables. Why? Because why should say the wild? Because we have been consuming these plants for thousands of years, hundreds of years, and how can we say the wild? Because we know this plant. But when people only they know only the tomato, potato, we cannot say that our food is what to say wild. So we should be able to what to say uh, extract the what to say products from all these plants and make it more what to say usable for different purposes. And you see, we have many plants. We now Oreza Sateva, I mean the chakhao, different one variety of rice which is found in Manipur. Now it's called as a superfood by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. So we have been consuming for hundreds of years. Like there is another chili. Then we have the Tamelong orange. Tamelong is known for the orange. We have a orange festival there. So what we need to have a very peaceful environment. We used to enjoy like anything. We have orange festival. We have a Shiroi festival. So many festival. We were like anything. We were what to say. Our people are very hardworking. Everywhere, every field you go there, even it may be Naga, whether it may be Thado, whichever community of the state, we are everywhere. We are working very hard. But the only thing is that we don't have peace there. We don't trust each other. But see the plants. The plants, they don't see any kind of, whichever mouth, they will go, they will give you energy. Then you can see traditions and rituals. So these are the plants we have been consuming, like tuna ciliata tyrine, sinolon dectalon. Likewise, many, like it, kusumlay, then the erythrina vericata. Erythrina is a very important plant. So we need to, what to say, make lots of valuable products from erythrina. Then the Kombire Lamphel path, which is on the uh, western part of the, I think, Lamphel. There is one particular spot where we can find this Iris levigata. Then the calamus actually this is a palm tree. Then this is the yendang we have been consuming during the Chirauba, that is the New Year time. And after going through all the utility of these plants, we have many heritage sites in the state. I think if we have time, then I can, what to say, elaborate one day on the heritage sites of heritage biodiversity sites of the state. So this is one place we call it Kobru Hill Range. So you can see this particular area. This is the Kobru Hill Range. There are lots of. I have one paper article on this also. There are lots of animals and lots of what to say, very rare endemic plants there, and which need to be conserved. I mean, we need to conserve this. We need to identify this place as a heritage site so that we can conserve the plants. Because long after, like other place of the state, everything will be gone. After 100 years, everything all will be gone. I will show you some photographs because I'm a field explorer. I will show you some photographs. Just see the what to say, enthusiastic. Kobru is just like the Kedarnath of the Meitei. So we have been, what to say, visiting this place, and we love the plant, the diversity. So much of diversities are there. So these are the biodiversity rich area of the state, like Khayang in Ukhul, Kogru in Senapati, Kebulam Jao in Bishnupur, Buning in Tamelong. Buning is a very beautiful place, just like in Juko Valley. Then Juko Valley in Senapati, Shiro Hills in Ukhul, Dailong in Tamelong, Tipaimuk in Chuchanpur. And like that, this which I haven't telling you about. This is some of the plants which we can use. We need to do all the phytochemical analysis. Development of value-added products are required, and we have a very similarity with all the Asian countries, like the Southeast Asian countries. We have a very good climatic conditions. Soils are very rich in minerals. Then we have a very good vegetation there. People have a very good uh, we consume all the natural what to say plants there. So like that, when I visit Thailand, people are exporting orchids, house plants, aquatic plants like anything. We have a same climatic condition, but people in Thailand are very hardworking. Actually, we are also hardworking. The only thing is that we need little bit of guidance. We need to know the supply chain. We need to know the propagation technique. So that's all, nothing else. Because we have already have the very good climatic condition. People are very hardworking. So Manipur, what we need to do? We need to utilize it properly, and we need to create a commercial hub. So then another problem that our biodiversity threats are there. You can just see. These are some of the photographs taken by my student and myself. This is one place in Kangpopi district. You can see on the right side. This is the type locality of Cycas Divya Darshana. You can see the condition. Which plant will survive on this landscape? Just see on the Chandel district, which kind of plant will survive here? Only cycas will survive because cycas can survive the heat of the fire, and a new sprout can come. When yendang can survive, all the plants will die. And you can see the firewood there. So this is the how the you can see the destruction of the forests are going on. So we need to, what to say, give awareness to the chief. I mean the Kulakpa, we call it the king or the king of the village or the chief of the village. We need to give, what is a proper awareness. Those village chief who are very aware about the conservation of plants or animals, they are very good. But some some chief, because they have a rotation. So some people, want to say, on the other side of the hill, the village chief is very good. On the other side, the village chief is not aware about the utility, about the beauty, about the importance of conservation. So all this love of the hills will be gone. So like that, in some place, I will not name the district, entire entire line of, what to say, hills, whichever place you can see with your eye, all the hills are gone, and thousands of animals, thousands and thousands of birds, thousands and thousands of plants have gone. So there may be new species among them. There may be rare species among them. So you see the condition. It's very disheartening. People of what to say botany going to the field and finding such kind of situation. So this is happening there. I don't know when it will stop. So we need to keep what to say all this the village chief, the what to say policymakers. We need to give aware to them, and we should what to say there should be some networking with all the conservators, then all the policymakers to how to conserve the biodiversity. And like for example, you can see this one. There are lots of plants in the state. I'm talking about only one particular plant you can see here. This is called Trapa nutans. We call it chestnut, or we call it hekak, or we call it singara in Hindi. You just taste the singara of North India, and if you taste the singara of Loktak Lake, it's so different. So there are lots of land races. We call it land races, not species, or maybe some variety also. So there may be lots of land races where you find the component like protein, carbohydrate, or whichever mineral they contain are so different. And so different that, there should be some GI tag, or we need to conserve the particular this land race, give some name, give it some variety name. And after that, you can do lots of breeding work like selection, breeding, whichever you do it, like the hybridization, whatever, whichever technique you want to apply, you apply it and you conserve. Otherwise, all will be gone. Because in near future, just like I told you about that forest, the miles and miles of the hills, the biodiversity gone, so everything will be gone. So what we need to do, we need to study the biodiversity, just not only about the superficial kind of study. We don't need that kind of work. Just for the namesake collection of herbaria, that is not of no use. So what we need to do, we need to have a good relation with the scientists, academicians. You consult them. All the scientists who are here, they are ready to help you. All the academicians, just talk to them, they will help you. But the thing is that, if I'm just talking about one condition here. This is same species, Trapa natans. You can see the difference. And the taste, what, that the what is a biochemical, if you go and study all the components, everything will be different. Just like we have done on lotus. So lotus is a very important aquatic plant in Manipur. You can find in Loktak Lake, you will find in Waithau, you will find in Pumlen Path, you will find in many ponds, lakes, wherever throughout the state. And Imphal is known for the lakes. And everywhere you will find different land races. And we can do lots of work on that. Even that's why I'm just telling you the if you keep on exploring, and if you have a what to say the hunger for the science, hunger for the what to say, I became botanist because of my brother only. He used to be a gardener. He is now into defense. He is a wing commander. He is a very hardworking what to say man, and because of him, I want to say start working on botany. So it is just a trigger is required. Who knows among us, we may explore more and we can come out with many new species and we can come out with many valuable products. What we need to do, we need to have a good collaboration, like we have Manipur University, which is very all enough. Then we have another new institute called DBT, Institute of Bioresource and Sustainable Development, Imphal. Then we have CSR NIS, we have Imphal branch there. Then we have a very famous university also there, Central Agriculture University, Imphal. So what we need to all work together. Then we have a Dhanamanjuri University. Then we have many other institutes which I may not be knowing, which have established during the course of time. So what we need to do, we need to come together. Then all the scientists here in different field, everywhere is there. So we need to work together. Then we need to develop entrepreneurship like we have now started what to say people are very enterprising now. We have lots of hotels now. We have many things are coming up in Imphal, as well as in the all the different parts of the state. Like Mao can be explored as a very floriculture hub for Manipur. You know it, where Mao market is there. Lots of beautiful flowers are coming from Mao because they have a very good climatic condition there. Even this is a place where gladiolas can be grown throughout the year. So this is a place where we need to explore. Like Ukhrul is another place where we can, because CSI NBRI is a Northern Institute of Floriculture. So I have a little bit knowledge about the floriculture. So our state can be what I say one of the floriculture hub. Imphal is connected with all the state capitals of many popular capital of state capital of the country. We have lots of flights, and even the first flight of Indigo was between Delhi and Imphal. So you must know how much important is Imphal. So there are lots of flight between Imphal and Bangalore flight and other cities. So there is no lack of any kind of transportation problem is there. You can transport. You can, if you have a what do you say, good flowers, or what do all the agro technologies. You can do lots of entrepreneurship, like value-added products. Many scientists will help you. The medicinal plant conservation, medicinal plant, what to say, cultivation, you can do it. Social forestry, we have been doing, we have to do a little bit more. Non-timber products, like, there are many wildflowers are there. This is one flower from Tamilong. We call it the black bat flower. It's so beautiful. It is very popular in Thailand. It's very popular in the nursery industry, floriculture industry. So likewise, many
Dr. Steven,
wildflowers
Doctor,
are there.
can I interrupt just a
Yes,
little?
yes.
It's going very nice and it's a wonderful talk. But can you please also like because we have already reached 9 o'clock, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would
This
just
is
request
my ending
it's
part.
going
This is
quite
my ending
fine.
part.
It's very interesting, but you know,
Mhm.
yeah,
So this is
please.
my last slide. This is, you can see the Imphal Valley. If you, it is what taken long way back around 2010 when I used to walk all the hills of the state. This is a view taken from the Nomai Jingxing hill range where cypress plants are there, and you can see that the beautiful flower. This is what original what do you say, illustration. The first publication of this particular, this Hoya Bella, then this is the Rosa gigantea. These are plants which have been discovered from Manipur. So what we need to do, we need to learn, study, and conserve the biodiversity of Manipur. And I think in near future we can go and discuss on many other topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's, I think, very insightful talk, and I was listening to it from starting to end. And for me, when you bring in the continental drift and then the changes of the growth of the plant and then their shifting, so it touch it it touched my subject. So I was very uh, fascinatingly listening to, and it's very interesting that how even the changes in the earth system can also make a change in the biodiversity of a place. So anyway, I would like to open this space for question and answer, and if anybody has or anybody would like to ask question, please raise your hand or drop your question in the chat box. So I think there is one person, Naresh Singh. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, because there are a lot of hand raises, so I'm unable to. But I think on my screen, what I can see, the first hand raise is Dr. Puyam Subindro. Can you please raise your question, sir? Dr. Kuyam Sobindra.
Okay, thank you, Kogen, for giving me a chance to ask. Actually, it's not, it's a kind of suggestion I wanted from ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯔꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ Hogen, Jivan. I know him, and he's a very hard worker and extensive. I mean, he travel a lot in and out. I mean, I know him very well, so I like to. And firstly, I should thank him extraordinarily. Presentation is excellent, and you have covered a lot. I mean, very dear to us about the in our homeland, Manipur. What I wanted from you is, you rightly mentioned about conservation of forests. I mean, some in all time we have uyok and that kind of thing. I mean now the point is now because of changing topography, and we have lot of deforestation and a lot of I mean you said in the Kobru there are plants which is endemic, and I mean, like that, there may be some unique plant in even in Nomaising and Tangjing and other places. So I mean, in what way, if you because you are a subject expert in the survey, if you have list of the endemic plant and some kind of unique to the place. I mean, if we can bring to the notice to the government, I mean, it can be a way to forward, to tell to the government to take care of this endemic plants and kind of conservation of these, forest resources. Otherwise, as you said, there are many things it will be it will be gone away from the our place. So I would rather request you to bring out. I mean, you have mentioned something about the place Kobru, but other places there are other many other places where so you can bring out maybe in kind of write up or something, at least to bring to the notice of the government, especially government of Manipur. I mean, even we can join hands, whatever capacity we have from our PIMSA as an academic body, we can join hands and some sort of memorandum or some sort of write-up. We like to, this is what do you say about? So I'd like to hear from you. It's not a question, but it's a kind of suggestion from you.
Yeah, Jivan sir, could you please make your comment on this?
Sir, this is a very nice suggestion. Uh, like we can actually in the while I was doing my PhD, I started what is a learning one software called SQL. It was actually targeted to bring one database of the plant diversity of Manipur. So in the course of time, I started reporting more on the cycads. But because of the what to say your suggestion, I think we should what to say. I will try my best to come out with a book like the some I have seen one suggestion in the this thing also like the flora of Manipur. Is there any book on flora of Manipur? Yes, there is one book on flora of Manipur by the BSI. But what we need is the book something which what to say not the traditional flora, not the traditional fora means too much of academic, not too much of academic. We should come out with what to say, which can be anyone can understand, a layman can understand, a botanist can understand. So like the trees of Delhi, like that. I think I will try to bring out one book that is on the flora of Delhi, and I think CSI will be very happy to I think publish that, or maybe I can request other publisher also. So this kind of book, I think, is a very nice suggestion, sir. I will try my best.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
I think I would like to ask the next person who has raised his hand. I think there is RK Nimai, but I'm just curious that whether this person is the person we know through his article and who has joined this session. Yeah, please introduce and then please ask your question. Thank you so much. RK Nimai, please.
Uh, Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I am Dr. R.K. Nimai Singh. I am trained biochemist, but uh, because of fate, I joined the civil service. But I still regard myself as an amateur botanist. Regarding the threat, Dr. Jivan Kumar had mentioned about the anthropogenic destruction of the forest. But what I have found in my extensive travel in the hills of Manipur is the invasive alien species. Loktak is literally destroyed by the invasive alien species like your water hyacinth and your Sajik zombie, the Beccaria mutica. Khayang, you have mentioned about it. Khayang mahonia is now you have to search for it. Earlier, when I first went in 1987, it was full of mahonia. Now there is hardly any. Once the road is made, then the entire forest is cut. It is irrespective of the community. I went to this this Kobru in some of the areas where they plant poppy. The topsoil is all washed away, and the hard soil has been exposed. So, if a new, it has to come through succession: herbs, shrubs, and then trees. So, my observation is basically that about the threats uses you have mentioned very well, and we have got some books. You have mentioned about the flora of Manipur by BSI, which hardly covers monocots. It's basically dicots. Then Sanjoy and Kumar has come up with the plant names of Manipur. Then the checklist of orchids by Dr. Mao of BSI. So there are a number of books there about the flora of Manipur. But I am more concerned about the threats. Uh, Invasive alien species, particularly your Micania micrantha, is literally destroying forests. And in Jiri, it is called as Wapanahati because it can literally kill a bamboo grove. So, what is your take about the invasive alien species on our diversity?
Uh, so regarding invasive species, it is a very, what is a very hot topic as well as a very uh, the real problem that every part of the country are facing. Like there is one particular Pinus called Pinus petula. It was planted during the British time in Uttarakhand area. And this, when you go to Dehradun or on the higher up to Deoban or maybe some other place, so all those areas, there used to be one particular plant called Pinus roxburghi, then Picea. Now it's all what is a invasive species, one particular species called Pinus petula. Same thing, what we see in Northeast, that is called Pinus cassia. Everywhere you are planting, everywhere, everyone, the forest people are planting, and now it has stopped, but previously it was used to be there, in even in Langol hill range, Noising hill range, many used to be there. So likewise, many species, just Sarat rightly said about the Icornia, every water body in all the part of the country, we are facing that problem. So we have one project with the DBT project on the invasive species, how we are identifying the extent of the what to say uh, succession, different what to say, how much they have dispersed into the our natural habitat. So what we need to do is that in Manipur, we need to identify, sir, just like we have identified, like we need to do more research, like the scientists from our ISRO, they can help us in this regard. We need to frame one project on the invasive species. This is a very real issue that the country, even the government of India, is taking up on the invasive species. There is one big projects are coming up on the invasive species, and Manipur also is not an exception. So what we need to do, we need to come together and we need to identify those areas. And after it, what are the remedies can be taken up? Like how fast this species will, what do you say, disperse. And I think Hogan, I don't know, Hogan or maybe this long ISRO team can help us in this regard. And after that, what are the what do you say mechanism for stopping the production of the reproductive biology? We need to study reproductive biology, how we can stop the plant. Is there any other native plants which can what do you say control that plant? And after that, is there any, for example, in Econia, what we are doing, we are going for the, in order to reduce the growing of this econia on the water bodies. Now people are coming up with different methods like make for making paper, for making clothes. Many things are coming up. So likewise, if we can work on that, I think that will be another aspect for the water body. But regarding the easily dispersible plant like a lantana or the other plants, whichever now is like the parthenium is a very big issue. Then lots of new species are also coming up, which we use it in the what to say shampoo. We call it. I forgot the exact word. So that Ageratum conizoids are now becoming invasive. Even the native plants are now becoming invasive in many places. So there are many. We don't know in the process. There are maybe more new species already there as invasive species, but we know only few plants like Econia, like Lantana camera. So what the only thing is that we need to learn how to utilize this invasive species. We call it from waste to wealth. So many things are coming up, like different projects are being coming up to use these plants as a byproduct or many other products. So this is the my answer to that. So many, I think our team will work together. I think for the Manipur, the species may be different from the other parts of the country. Sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. I
Again,
think it was, yeah. If sir, if you would like to continue your question, then you can please. Nimai sir.
Okay, thank you. The Manipur government also was asked to look into this invasive alien species, not only for the plants but even fishes also. Uh, and I think the Department of Environment is trying to take up some projects. But I am very concerned with Mecania micrantha because the number of seeds a plant can bear is in millions, and is literally killing our forest. Your Ethanophora, then your Lantana. I have got a small hillock uh, in Pedinga. I'm having a running fight. I have lost. I can fight with Lantana camera, but I can't fight with this Mecania micrantha. Uh, it can't be used. But I was very happy that you have mentioned about Hoya manipulensis because Hoya is a plant which is known as the wax plant. Its flower is so beautiful. It looks like it is made of wax. And you have mentioned about this Xanthosxylum because what we call as Muktrubi is about 4 or 5 species. Muktrubi Nakopi, Muktrubi Manasobi, then Muktrubi Tingpanbi, like this. There are 4 or 5 species which has covered. Uh, I was quite excited to hear about this because it is all encompassing about the entire area. But poppy cultivation, if you go towards Cycle side, now there is hardly, if you look from Sanakhet hillside, you will see only one tree growing. The entire area has been destroyed. So we have to be very much concerned. I wrote a small general article in my column about the flowering trees of Manipur, where for the first time I think I must be the first one in Manipur to indicate a scientific name of Urive, Stricis valens. And Dr. Bir Kumar from Nice helped me in identifying it. Because when I was a student in DM College, I asked my teacher, was Sinha, what is the scientific name of this? He says that, oh, Nimai, I have been trying to find out. And it was only in 2018 and that was held by the BSI also. The Santibala, formerly Professor Santibala, is asking for a plant because I grow, staghorn fern I grow. I brought the plant from Mori and I grow in my house. It is still growing. But once it grows, difficult to grow, but once it grows, it never dies. So your canvas is so wide because The flora of Manipur, the plants of Manipur is in terms of thousands, and in 1 hour to cover it is exceedingly difficult. But Dr. Jivan Kumar have done an excellent work in presenting in a very concise manner the diversity, the uses, and I thank you. And I do hope that the young scientists who are there among the audience will be enlightened by your uh, lecture. Thank you very much, and I compliment you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you,
yes.
sir, for joining with us and for your appreciative words. I think it is well taken by all the audiences and even me included. So we have a
Again,
lot of
again,
people. Yes.
just I just to add some few complimentary words about our
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Ojanimai, Yamunimai, because there are many other non-Manipuri participants are here. I just want to inform all of you that Sir Nimai, Dr. Nimai was one of the finest civil servants Manipur government had, and we are very proud to know today that he happened to be one of our participants in this talk series arranged by Pan India Manipuri Meitei Scientists Academicians Associations. And we are very happy, sir. And uh, basically, we feel that really we feel blessed, fully blessed today. Ki you have participated and you have some of the most, interesting questions also. And hopefully that PIMSA expects that we will get will from the valuable advice from you from time to time, because this PIMSA has been formed last year only, and we have a very big dream, and definitely we require a lot of valuable advice from the important personality like you in Manipur. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, Kogan, you can proceed.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir. Uh, and we have a lot of people uh, ready to ask questions, but uh, it's a mixed up. Like we have PIMSA members also. So I would like to skip all the PIMSA members, but I would like to give
Kogen,
preferences.
Kogen, at least let us ask him at least one questions. He's waiting from since from the beginning.
But I can't hear you properly. Can you please?
Let Premjit ask one of his queries. He's waiting since beginning, na?
Yeah, I understand, but I would like to give preferences to the non-PIMSA members first, because we can wait and discuss later on for the PIMSA members, if you don't mind, because we have a lot of members on the list. So I would like to give the mic to Naresh Singh. If you would like to ask the question, please, but be
Thank,
precise and yeah, thank you.
yeah, thank you very much, Kogen, Kurumjari. So this was a very informative talk. First of all, I want to commend PIMSA for this initiative of organizing such talk from senior experts in every field. So it was very, very productive. I think 1 hour I have spent with in this kind of platform to hear from an expert like Jivan Kumar. Oza, thank you very much. So I am not a botanist. I'm not neither a scientist. However, I am very, very enthusiast of flora and fauna. I live in Mumbai. I'm an environmentalist here in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai. I've kind of documented a lot of birds all over Maharashtra, as also Manipur. I'm part of a group called Wildlife Explorers in Manipur. They are very, very active, active in terms of exploring various floras and faunas all over, the Manipur. And they are actually working with the forest department as well in terms of surveying birds, especially blur birds, because we have a lot of birds that arrive from outside, from Serbia, from Siberia, and all the other places, and also we have a lot of endemic birds too, like Nongin, for example, right? So this group of people, they're actually and very, very young people, mostly in their 20s or 30s, and it's really great, to see such youth coming up to explore their their environment around them. And they have gone to all places in Manipur, and I've been very lucky to be part of them. So because I'm not in Manipur, whenever I go into the holidays, I make sure that I go with them. So in fact, I've been also been part of some of the bird surveys that was conducted through the forest department. I've gone to some the wetlands somewhere in, I think it is called Buffalo Lake. It's in Tanjing. Such a beautiful wetland it is. It has some of these beautiful ducks that fly in from Siberia. They are venerated by the Buddhists actually. In I think Maitelon it is called it's actually yellowish in color, um, and it's very rare duck that we see in all over the world actually. So my point I'm trying to make is that we could use these youth, right, because they are very eager to explore and explore the environment around them, and also they're looking at employment as well. So if not permanent employment, semi-permanent employment is also good for them, right? So for example, these are some of them are villages. They don't have a permanent work, and they are trying to kind of make a meaningful kind of exploration plus some amount of work. For example, tourism. So as I told you, they're exploring lots of places in Manipur. So they sometimes when the bird enthusiasts come from outside, they become guides and they earn money. So they also have some what do you call these farms. They have the farms are coming up everywhere, right? So farm stays and these homestays are coming up all over in Manipur as well. So they have relations with them, and then they get the people coming from outside to stay in them, and then they take them to all the places, guiding them, right? But in the process, they also, like I said, they also discover new birds, new snakes, new frogs. So some of them are also have a leaning towards botany and zoology as well. So although they are not scientists, but they have interest and they have done some research on their own as well through association with others. So my point I'm trying to make is that if we are able to kind of collaborate with them, because we being outside, living outside, not outside Manipur, how much time we have, how much opportunity we get to explore. They are doing almost every weekend. So if we have this good collaboration, then we can explore to discover more species, right? And I'm 100% sure they are very interested in the flora also. For example, orchid. So many orchids available which are not even known to us. If we go to the forest, for example, Laimatak forest, there's so many different plants are there which I haven't never saw in my life. The orchids that I saw there was very, very different from what I know in my home. So I think there is a huge cornucopia of flora and fauna that's available in Manipur. Incidentally, Manipur is actually a place which can boast of two flyways, meaning bird flyways, right? So there's a central flyway, right, which is basically all the Western India, the Northern India is on that path. But Manipur is actually part of the Eastern flyway also. That's part of Burma, this Thailand and all. So we are unique in that perspective that this land that we have is an area where we get birds from multiple different geographies, right? So Western India, we get the ducks and all coming from the Western Europe, but we get both in Manipur from Siberia, Korea side, Japan side as well, Australia as well. So and I'm 100% sure even the flora as well would be like that. So I think
Yeah,
Jivan
yeah.
Kumar already said.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like what to say, listening to you regarding the interest that you have on the birds, the avian diversity. I just want to just add something on that. Like as you told, there are two highways of birds. Likewise, Manipur, I just skipped to mention that part. You know what is the meaning of more? More is called resting space, resting place. When it's a word called resting space. Someone coming from Mandalay and someone coming from Imphal, there's one place called More where people used to take rest. Actually, this is a pathway. It's just a corridor Like for example, there used to be one group, one plant, one animal called Java rhino. Java rhino used to be found in Manipur. Is now now is extinct in Manipur. Means it's only confined to, it's critically endangered species, only confined to the other part of the what is Southeast Asia. So this is another very interesting part that you have mentioned, and I'm also follower of that group because some new species are coming up. Then many like my one of my friend Jati Shor, he is also a very he work on butterfly. So they go into the field and they discover lots of new butterfly in Ukrul and in many parts of the many part of the state. And he also other go to the other part because he had studied in Maharashtra, so he also studied there also. So another place which is very another interesting place, we call it Kabul Lamjao. Kabul Lamjao start with Kai, mean tiger, but there is no tiger no more. We know it everyone. The Kabul Lamjao actually is a place of tiger, and everyone knows it. What is Kai in Manipur is tiger only. So during the British time, all had been killed. So what we need to do, we all have to work together, as you told, that we need to come together because there's limitation. There is what is a financial limitation, as you told. There are financial limitation regarding the field work also, regarding the helping the youngsters also. We should be able, I mean, we should come out like PIMSA. We can in this forum, as we have told, I think this can be an eye opener for all the scientists here or academician here. I think that can be another area of helping the researcher. I think many organizations are also helping like that. So this can be another area of what to say can be taken up. So like many youngsters are there,
I think
like the
if I am allowed to
yeah,
interrupt, I
you can
think
take another question. I think this is
yeah, please.
answer has been
Yeah,
taken.
because it's a very it's an interesting and extended topic. We can discuss it later on
Mm, mm,
because today we have a lot of Please don't mind if I'm interrupting unfinished of your questions or answers. But we have a lot
mm.
of people online, and then it's cross 9:30, so we would like to wind up as soon as possible. So I think I would like to ask Mr. Premjit, who wanted to ask the question, and then if you're there, please raise your hand and ask the question. Okay, I think Premjit is not there. Number 7.
Yeah, I'm here. Korean. Uh,
Number
Korean.
7 is there.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello. Are you
I think
audible?
Yes,
I think
yes, you're
Premjit
audible.
is
Yes.
Please, please be very brief to your question, and then
Yes,
let's
yes,
make it
sure. I will not.
as short as possible.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
I will not take much time. Uh, Dr. Jeevan sir, it's very interesting to me your presentations. Uh, in fact, I'm also a paleontologist, but I'm not expert on flora. I'm expert on fauna. I have a few questions, sir, regarding the paleobiography, migration, and origins of uh, some uh, some kaikas.
Some
Hello,
which species?
hello. Yeah, kaikas.
Okay, cycles. Hmm.
In fact, my question is that, sir, in terms of paleobiography and in terms of origin, cycas originated at around 300 million years ago. I hope so.
Hmm.
Uh, but when it comes to terms of evolution, and it exists today. So my question is that when it comes to evolution, I think there will be a difference in terms of morphology about between acting and acting. My question is that what is the difference between the morphology between that time at around 300 million years ago and then the present living today? My question is my question is about morphology,
Okay.
and the second question is about the migration pattern.
Okay.
I think Ficus
Your
is not
your
endemic.
voice is broken, Mr. Number Seven. But I think
Okay.
if 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 Dr. Jeevan has got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question, then please, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Sir Jivan, can you hear me?
Yeah, 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 I can hear you.
Yeah.
Should
In
I
terms
take,
of my,
you have, I think, two questions. One is on the morphology, another one is on the migration pattern.
exactly
Yeah,
what I want.
yeah,
In
yeah.
terms of migrations, I don't think it is not an endemic because
Hmm.
I think it is migrated from somewhere. So my question is that what is the oldest kaikas in Indian subcontinent
Hmm.
when it is migrated from migrated to Indian at
Okay,
what ages?
okay, okay. Uh,
That's a question.
Psychics actually, uh, now can I answer?
Yeah,
Psychics
yeah,
Yes,
sure, sure,
actually,
yes,
sure.
psychic actually, it
yes,
is,
yes.
if there's one order called psychedelis, and psychedelis have two main family, that is a psychedaceae and zemiaceae. And the Cycas, the genus Cycas, we actually, a scientific name have two names, that is Cycas diviadarsana, Cycas pectinata, Cycas revoluta, like that. So this particular family Cycadaceae have one genus, only one genus, that is Cycas. And this genus have 110 species. Worldwide, Cycadaceae, mean the psychedelis have 370 species. This particular genus have 110 species. And out of that, 14 species are in India. And that is very interesting question. Like there is one uh, fossil called Crossozemia, which is discovered in China, which have a same, almost, we call it megasporophyll. It doesn't flower. Actually, we have cone. Like it's just like a male and female. Cycads are male and female. To male and female, this uh, one particular female megasporophyll. Actually, it's just like a flower. That's why they are primitive plant. That's why they are known as a living fossil. They used to live during the dinosaur time. So flower have petals. So unlike the flowers, they have a megasporophyll and they have a naked seed. What is doing by gymnosperm means gymno means naked seed. So like that, this megasporophyll, there is one species later on, I mean, species called Crossozemia discovered in China, which have the same almost morphological character, somewhat similar, not that the same exact one, which is found in Manipur, like Cycas pectinata, which is found in Assam, and Cycas dividarsana, which is found in Manipur. So we are in the process. Actually, I'm working on the entire Southeast Asia because I'm trying to decipher what's a differentiation between the different species found in entire. My PhD guide, my PhD student is working on that, on the complexity of Cycas pectinata group. So this particular group we call Indosinensis. They have the same characters which are very similar. They have a comb-like megasporophyll, means it's just like a finger and look like a snake, this particular species. So morphologically, they are different. The somewhat similar. That's why they are found there. And another interesting part is that, when we are talking about 300 million years ago, so when Gondwana land was there, this particular species, or maybe when India was attached with the Andaman, along with the Antarctica or Australia and the Africa, this particular group migrated along with the when India, what do you say, strike the Himalayan part. So there's one particular, only one species is found in Africa. This is called Cycasthoraci, and the remaining group, they got migrated along with India. And when they strike the Himalayan region, they enter the Asia through the northeast part only. It's very interesting. If you go to Bihar, there's one Valmiki Tiger Reserve. That is the westernmost population of cycas in India. And after that, it enters your Sikkim, then the Assam, Manipur, then it goes to Thailand, and it reaches up to Australia. And that is the route. This is called the migration route that you have been telling. So this is one group. And after that, after reaching this Australia, some group may have gone, that is called macrozemia, which is found in Australia. Another group they are found in Africa, in America. That's called Jamia. So likewise, my area of research is working on that, the migration route of the cycas in Southeast Asia, in Indian subcontinent, in Sri Lanka, like that. So I think if you want to know more, we can talk on phone.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting
thank you,
topic.
thank you
Yes,
so much,
sure,
Dr.
sure.
Zibin, and
Thank you.
thank you, number seven. Who is this? Can you please?
Just to clarify, number 7 is yet to be on the mic, and Ranjan was there earlier.
Yeah, so please
He can,
don't interrupt unless you introduce, because yeah, who is this?
Myself,
I'm not feeling. Continue, Kogan.
Milan, and I just like to add to Dr. Zibin Kumar. Is it
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
But please
Yes,
raise
yes,
your
yes,
hand
yes,
and
yes.
then comment, because there are a lot of people
audible?
online, and I just don't want to, you know,
Is it audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, you're audible.
I would like to add to Dr.
But
Zibin Kumar
plus,
regarding this cycle
but
and yeah,
please be very short and crisp, right? Thank you. Yeah.
and what is happening is that in
I cannot
yes,
hear you.
cycad is very much in the Gondwana deposit of
Ah,
India, and it has been reported
mhm.
from
I cannot hear you.
I think you're not audible,
uh,
so we don't want to waste
uh,
much time on this, because we have a lot of questions and other people who would like to. But if you have any questions that requires lengthy answers, please write to us through this chat box or our PIMSA email ID, which I will be sharing after this talk. And then I think we'll forward it to the speaker, and then you will definitely get the answers in written. So that is, I will ensure you that. So whenever you ask any question, please be very brief, because the schedule is from 8 to 9 and we are crossing, like, 40 minutes. So next, if Premjit is there, if you like to have any questions, if you like to ask any questions, then
Thank
please,
you, Sir Jeevan. Thank you.
yeah, please.
I'm glad to hear your presentation. So, the time is limited for today's presentation. So, in future, we will contact with you or whatever. Because I have a paleontologist, I work on fauna. Whatever, if I do feel frequently, and I do collect many fossils about plants. So, if I would like to know the taxonomies or something else, then I will contact you. I will, because because present is a key to the past. If we do not know the present anatomy of and any taxon, so we
Premjit,
cannot. Uh,
Premjit, you're not audible properly, and be very precise to your question. What do you want to know? Just get into
yeah,
it.
yes, sir. Sir.
Yeah, please.
So,
Thank you.
okay, sir. Thank you, Sir Jivan,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
your grateful
I can.
words
Yeah,
to me.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Kogan, you can proceed to the next the, the person who can raise the question. Thank you.
okay. Kogan, if you allowed me, I am number 7 here. Maybe by snag technical, my name was been called out, but Mr. Ranjan was talking to you. So if you allowed me, I have 3 questions.
Okay, yeah, sure. But please be very short, because you can understand we are running out of
Sure,
time, and then
sure. Yeah.
obviously,
Number
yeah.
one, my
Thank you.
my my question is to understand better. When we talk about the subjects today, is it also been relevantly related to ESG, which is environmental, social, and governance? That's my first question. Second, if I understand correctly in my best knowledge, having constructions of roads on the hills in Manipur, particularly, how and what it impacts in terms of the current scenario, which I have been listening to the complete presentation. So I want to understand the impact, especially the new roads that comes up on the hill area. The third questions could be subjects to the Mr. Jeevan's, suitable, but I want to know the future impacts of having a mass area as a poppy plantation. Thank you.
I would like to just ask, what was the first question?
Yeah, I want to understand the subjects that we have acquired from you. Is it related directly to the environmental, socials, and governance, which is commonly known as ESG? If it is there any government governance report required to be implemented? That was my first question.
Regarding this, like when we go for any kind of construction, that's why you must be very knowing the EIA. EIA is compulsory for any kind of construction work, like construction of roads. And regarding destructions, all the people of the environment and the people of the botany, people of the geology are taken into consideration to assess. That's why BSI, JSI, GSI, and all the different agencies are taken into account regarding the what's the construction of any dam or any what's the road construction, even this what to say construction of any ecotourism area are being what to say many agencies are what to say frame many like the authorities like the Loktak development authorities, many authorities are framed. So and after that, like in other parts of the country, not only in Manipur, I'm talking about different parts of the country because the laws are very same throughout the country, so we have to follow that system in Manipur also. So construction of road is another issue. Like in the biodiversity rich areas, this is also another. I don't think the people of the BSI or maybe our other agencies are being considered for the construction of road. This is a very serious matter, and Department of I don't know whether other universities are being taken on board. So it should be taken like construction of dam in Sikkim, construction of dam in Arunachal Pradesh, university like Northeastern Hill University, right, other universities of Northeast India are taken into account. Likewise, whether University of Manipur or is there any expert available in Manipur University or IBSD, all should be taken into account when regarding the construction of road. Another is the poppy plantation. Poppy plantation is another mess. Not only poppy plantation. I want to have another point also. Cannabis plantation. Cannabis plantation and poppy plantation is a very, what to say, problematic for the entire hill, what do you say, hillocks, the hill ranges of Manipur. Even you can find in many, many parts of the district, which I don't want to mention here, but many, many districts, because I'm a field explorer, I have seen myself. So this is another issue that we have to work. And I have seen one question here also. If we have another alternative, what to say, sustainable or alternative livelihood for them, like flower cultivation can be another good option. Then the horticultural, what to say, cultivation can be another option. If we are able to give awareness to them, we can give, what to say, the government of Manipur, government of India should take up that kind of work. Like the Manipur is a very beautiful place and people love flowers. And as I told, it is now roads there may be issue. There at present time the situation in Manipur is not good, but the flight is there. You can do lots of business. I mean, many entrepreneurs are there already there in Manipur who are interested.
Dr. Ziban, thank you so much. I think the partial answer has been given away.
Yes.
But if I disappoint anyone, but I would like to, pardon me, because as a scientific person, I don't want to disappoint anyone when they want to ask any question. But due to time limit, I have to limit this session. So I will next pick up a question from the comment section from the chat box. I will not take any more question from the audiences. But there is one question from Dhana Kumar. He is asking, sir, can you please throw some light on the geobotanical indicators of mineral exploration if you happen to work in this domain earlier in any part of India? That is his question. Dr. Ziban, can you hear me?
Like geobotanical indicators, like we have
Yes.
to we have to be very sure enough what does it mean, because which kind of what is a particular species, like we call it keystone species, keystone species, when we talk about one particular group of in one, for example, like I told about Sanakaithel, there is one plant called Equisetum that is actually is an indicator that, because Equisetum actually grows where there is gold. I have seen the same situation in Valmiki Tiger Reserve in Bihar. So same way in Manipur, the place is called Sanakaithel. And there used to be Equisetum. And my grandfather always used to talk about the extraction of gold from that particular area. During the British, before Japan War, we call it Japan War, the Second World War. So it can be, there are many things maybe there, but I don't have much detail about the other geobotanical indicators, which may I have encountered, but my area was only on the cycads. But here also, whenever I go, there used to be like a sal forest. I can give an there are some indicators that the cycads will be found there, but it's completely different if we are talking about the minerals. Yeah, so minerals only I think confined to that the equisetum, not much into my area of study.
Okay, thank you so much. I think it's a time to wind up this session because we've been here for more than, you know, almost it's going to be 2 hours, and people are hungry, and I'm also hungry. It's a dinner time for all of us. So if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to drop it in the chat box, or uh, you can directly contact to our speaker. We can share you the email through our Twitter handle. Please try to visit our PIMSA Twitter handle. So we share all the updates over there. And so now, thank you so much, Dr. Zivan. Today's talk was very insightful and very interesting. And I think maximum participants have uh, participated today. And even as a geologist, as an earth scientist, it was very fascinating to hear a lot of things from you. But I will still have many topics that I would like to personally discuss on personal basis. So anyway, so now we'll come to the end of this talk, and I would like to request our senior member and seasoned very uh, you know um, uh, refined architect known in Mumbai, Dr. Nambram Susivala. She is also a joint secretary for our PIMSA's Women Wing. I would like to request uh, Susibala Madam to kindly give the word of thanks for today's talk. Thank you so much. Please take your mic.
Thank you again. Uh, Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Nambram Sushibala Devi, and as we come to the end of this 15th Science and Academic Talk of PIMSA, it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of PIMSA. So first and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the speaker, Dr. Jivan Kumar Khuraisam, who is serving as a senior scientist at CSIR, National Botanic Garden Institute, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, for his enlightening and thought-provoking presentation. Dr. Khuraisam, your insights have enriched our understanding of Manipur native plants, diversity, uses, and traits. Your work is instrumental in expanding our knowledge of plant species and their conservation, making significant strides in botany and plant science. You took us to the world of Manipur's plant and their cultural significance and culinary practices. You stressed the need for collaboration and gave hints on research gaps and unexplored realms for new botanists to explore and make more discoveries. You further highlighted the potential of Manipur to become a floriculture hub and the need to conduct more biochemical studies and translate the traditional knowledge into value-added products. You further pointed out the traits and gave importance to engagement and networking with stakeholders such as village chiefs and policymakers for the conservation of the flora and fauna. In conclusion, as you said, let's learn, quote, let's learn, study, and conserve the biodiversity of Manipur, unquote. But first, peace has to prevail for a conducive environment for conducting research. So let's pray for the peaceful coexistence of all the communities in Manipur. So moving on, we extend our thanks to Shri Khaidem Ranjan Kumar Singh, President of PIMSA, for giving the welcome address, and Dr. Melody Khetrimu, Joint Secretary PIMSA, for introducing today's speaker. A big thank you to our science and academic talk organizers for today, Dr. Soraisam Khogen Kumar Singh for moderating the session, and Dr. Romi Wahengbam for the technical support. Further, we thank our PR1 Secretary, Dr. Soraisam Khogen Kumar Singh, and Dr. Jiten Nomaitem for posting on social media about today's science and academic talk of PIMSA, and other members of PIMSA for circulating among their peers. We thank our manager, Shri Kumusam Sunil Kanta Singh, for meticulous planning and coordination with PIMSA members for execution of this event. The dedication and hard work in the front and behind the scenes of all PIMSA members have made this virtual event a seamless experience. In the event, I miss out on someone's name involved in today's event due to my oversight. I apologize. Last but not the least, we thank the attendees for raising thought-provoking queries. Thank you for your active participation and engagement. Your presence and contribution have made this virtual event a success. We look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, Madam Susibala. And again, I would like to thank our guest speaker, Dr. Khuraizam Ziban Kumar Singh. I can see the sentiments and the emotion when you were speaking about these plants and flora of this Manipur. When you repeated thousands and thousands, when you say how much is the beauty of the Loktak Lake and the Juko Valley, and I can see that the expression you would you would like to make, that I have seen it and you should also see, right? So it's a very interesting talk, and thank you so much. And then all the audiences who have come up late this night also to take part on this show. And then I hope in the next session of our talk series, you will definitely join with us. And if there is any, dissatisfaction from our side, please, I beg your pardon, because this is time limited. And I have to, as a moderator, I have to take control of everything, but that is not my intention. I want to give freedom to everyone. So thank you so much, and have a good night to all of you. Have a good dinner and have a weekend. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, Hogan, thank you.